Okay, so have you ever, come across something
Well,
like a piece of writing, a quote, even a song lyric, and it's like, bam,
yeah.
it just hits you like
Totally.
it was meant for you?
Oh, absolutely.
That's how I felt when I first read this poem, A Psalm of Life.
Mm.
No author given, just these powerful, powerful words about like life's purpose,
Right.
facing down fears, and leaving your mark on the world.
Uh-huh.
Like how to really live.
Big stuff.
Yeah, and it's stuff we all think about, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But this poem, it just tackles these huge questions head on
I know, right? It's so direct.
with this energy, almost like rebellious
And
energy.
it's inspiring.
Yeah.
Right.
So get ready for some inspiration, folks.
Buckle up.
And maybe, just maybe, a challenge or two to really think about your life.
Love it.
Let's deep dive into A Song of Life.
All right, let's do it.
So right off the bat, the poem kind of throws down a gauntlet.
Uh-huh.
It rejects this whole idea that life is just, a dream, fleeting, and insubstantial.
Yeah, I was like, wake up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pushing back against a whole way of thinking that was, really common back in the 19th century.
Okay, so like what kind of thinking are we talking about?
Well, you had the Romantic era.
Right.
And a lot of it was about this disillusionment, this feeling that real life just couldn't live up to all the big ideas and ideals.
Yeah.
So people sort of retreated into art,
Oh, I see.
nature, even the idea that life was all just an illusion.
Right.
But this poem is like, snap out of it.
Get real.
Yeah, it's like, no, life is real. It's intense.
Yeah.
And your soul, it's meant for way more than just, sleeping through it all.
I love that. It's like there's this urgency to it.
Oh, for sure.
Right from those first lines,
Yeah, I mean, think about it. It says, tell me not in mournful numbers.
Life is but an empty dream, for the soul is dead that slumbers.
And things are not what they seem. Wow.
The poet is like shaking us awake, right?
Absolutely. Like, hey, pay attention. This is important.
But was that idea of life as a dream, was that really such a big thing back then?
Oh, yeah. Huge EE. Coming out of the whole Romantic period, there was this, this sense of disappointment. Like, reality just couldn't compete. So some folks turned inward,
Yeah.
finding solace in art or nature, or even this idea that life itself wasn't, truly real. But this poem's having none of that.
It's like, nope. Life is real. Life is earnest.
Oh, I love those lines.
Yeah, so powerful.
And the grave is not its goal.
Right. It's not the end game.
Yeah.
It goes on. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul.
So like our bodies, yeah, they're temporary, but the soul, there's something more to it.
Something lasting, something that transcends this earthly life.
It's almost like a call to action.
Absolutely.
A total rejection of just, floating along past it.
Oh, yeah. It's like, get up and do something with this life.
Okay, I totally get that.
Yeah.
The need to act, to make every moment count. Right.
But the poem goes on about this constant progress.
To act that each tomorrow find us farther than today.
Yeah, that line. It's like, doesn't that feel, I don't know, a little relentless? Like, can't we ever just be content?
Ooh, good point. Good point.
Was the enjoying the moment?
I think that's a really great question, actually. It
Yeah.
gets at the core of, what this poem is trying to say.
Right.
It's not about some, external measure of success, like the biggest house or the most money or whatever.
Right.
It's about, striving to be the best version of yourself, constantly growing.
Oh, that's good.
Each day is a chance to learn, to grow, to move a little closer to your full potential.
So it's not about reaching some finish line.
Nope.
It's about the journey itself.
Exactly, the journey.
And how we change and evolve along the way.
You got it.
But, and this is a big,
Yeah.
but the poem doesn't pretend that journey is going to be all sunshine and roses, right?
Not at all.
Remember that imagery it uses? Time, it's marching forward constantly. Like muffled drums beating out a funeral march to the grave.
Whoa, it's a little dark.
It is. It's like a stark reminder that our time, it's limited, it's precious.
Yeah.
We can't afford to just waste it.
We got to make it count.
Okay, so we got to make it count. But how?
Well, that's where the poem gets really interesting.
Okay.
It shifts gears and it brings in this whole battlefield metaphor.
Oh, right.
In the world's broad field of battle.
In the bivouac of life.
So powerful.
I love that imagery, but what's the message there? Is the poem saying we're all supposed to be, warriors constantly fighting.
I think it's more about recognizing that struggle is, just part of life.
Like it's inherent.
Yeah. We all face challenges, setbacks, moments where we have to dig deep.
Right.
And find the courage to keep going, keep pushing. The poem, it's urging us to be heroes in the face of these challenges.
I love that.
Not just, dumb driven cattle.
Going through the motions.
Yeah, just blindly following the herd.
It's called to agency, right? To take control of our lives and actually fight for what we believe in.
Yes, to be active participants.
That leads me to another part that kind of threw me.
Yeah.
It says, trust no future, however pleasant. Let the dead past bury its dead.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't planning for the future, a good thing?
Right. Like saving for retirement.
Exactly.
Setting goals.
Learning from our mistakes.
I think the poem, it's not saying we should just throw caution to the wind.
Okay.
It's more about recognizing that dwelling on the past.
Yeah.
Or constantly worrying about the future, that can really paralyze us.
Keep us stuck.
Exactly.
So it's saying the true battlefield, it's the present moment.
It's right now.
That's where we make choices, take action, actually shape our destiny.
Yeah, you got it.
So it's a call to focus on what we can control.
Right.
Our actions right now, in this moment.
Beautifully said.
Okay, so life's a battle, but we can choose to be the heroes of our own stories.
Exactly.
But then, and this is the part everyone remembers, that iconic image of leaving footprints on the sands of time.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think it is about those lines that resonate so deeply with people, even, all these years later?
I think it speaks to our very human desire to make a difference.
Yeah.
To leave something behind that outlasts us, our physical presence.
Right, like a legacy.
Yeah, we want our lives to matter, to have some kind of positive impact on the world, however small.
In this poem, it reminds us that even the smallest acts of kindness, of courage, of creativity, they can ripple outwards and inspire others.
Like those footprints in the sand.
Yeah, I love that image the poem uses.
It's so vivid.
A forlorn and shipwrecked brother.
Stranded, lost.
And then he sees those footprints.
And he takes heart.
Like, even after we're gone, our actions can still offer hope, offer guidance.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful illustration of how interconnected we all are.
Yeah.
What we do today can have a lasting impact, on others, even those we may never meet.
That's powerful.
So, thinking about our listener out there, what footprints do you want to leave on the world?
Ooh, good one.
What kind of legacy do you want to build?
Those are big questions.
They are.
And the poem, it doesn't really give us, the answer.
No.
It ends on this amazing, powerful call to action.
Let us then be up and doing.
With a heart for any fate.
Oh, I love that line.
Still achieving, still pursuing.
Learn to labor and to wait.
Doesn't sugarcoat it, does it?
No, not at all.
Life is going to be hard. We will struggle.
But we have to keep going, keep striving.
Learn to labor and to wait.
Such an important message, especially, in our culture.
Oh, tell me about it.
So obsessed with instant gratification.
Yeah, we want everything NEW.
But achieving anything worthwhile, it takes effort, perseverance.
I'm patient.
Yeah, sometimes lots of patience.
The poem reminds us that the journey, even with all the hardship, the struggle, it's valuable in itself.
It's what shapes us.
This poem is like a shot of espresso for the soul.
I love that analogy.
It's invigorating, challenging.
Makes you think.
And it just leaves you wanting more.
And the crazy thing is, even though it was written, over a century ago, its message is still so relevant, so powerful.
It's timeless.
It is. It reminds us that life, it's a gift, it's a challenge.
And it's a chance to create something meaningful.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, I don't know about you, but I am feeling fired up.
Me too.
Inspired to step up and, make the most of this one precious life we have.
Couldn't agree more.
So, to our listener out there, as you go about your day,
I
want to leave you with this question.
Okay.
What footprints do you want to leave behind? How will you act in the living present?
What will your story be?
Think about it.
Let that sink in.
Until next time.
Take care.
Keep striving.
You got this.